Hi, hi, hi. Good evening, good evening, good evening, everyone. Good evening. Hi, hello, hello. So, what's up? Hi, 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 hi. So, good evening, everyone. My name is Ramesh Babu. I have completed my BTech from VVIT, which is located in Guntur district of Andhra Pradesh. I welcome you all to the another amazing session in which we are going to see about PYQs. So, let me share my screen here once. After sharing the screen, we can start our session. So entire screen I'm sharing. Yes, entire screen I'm sharing. Okay. So please confirm whether it is audible or not and it is visible or not. Please confirm in chat box so that I can see. Please confirm whether it is audible or not so that we can start our session. So please confirm in chat box whether it is audible or not. Yes. So hi, welcome to the another amazing session on this platform. So today we are going to start PYQ series from today onwards. Okay, so I can see live reactions also here. So today we are going to start the PYQ series of JEE Mains. So why we need to do PYQs? So first of all, for any competitive exam, while preparing for any competitive exam, PYQs play an important role for getting good score and getting good marks. Okay, so almost in every competitive exam, PYQs helps in boosting the score. Okay, and it helps in understanding the level of the exam also. So how the paper standard it is and how the level of the paper it is. So by solving the PYQs, we'll come to know the level of the paper and the standard in which the paper was designed. Almost in every competitive exam like JEE Mains, JEE Advanced, coming to EAP set of Andhra Pradesh and M set of Telangana and K set, almost in all set exams, these question paper will be designed 50 to 60% mostly based on the PYQs only. So it is very important to focus on PYQs. So only today we are going to start this PYQ series from today onwards. So each and every topic we will discuss one by one. Let us start with the straight lines, our today's session. So in this session particularly, straight lines, we will see PYQs of 2024 of a January shift. Okay. So are you ready for this session? Please tell me in chat box so that I can see here. Are you ready? So in this session particularly, we are going to discuss about the straight lines PYQ of 2024 January shift. Okay. So without wasting any time, we'll move to the session. Okay. So hi Sudarshan. Hi. So is it visible for you? Is it visible and audio? Is everything clear? Is there any disturbance from my side? Let me know in the chat box. Okay. Yes, already. Okay, everything is good, right? Yes, all good. Yes. Is there any lag, Sudarshan? So that please confirm in chat box so that we can move to the questions. Okay. So as I said already, PYQs are very important for preparing for any competitive exam. Almost all the question paper setters they'll prepare the paper almost 40 to 50% will be modeled on PYQs only. So it is very important to to solve previous year's questions also while preparing for competitive exams. Okay. So coming to the first question of today's PYQ series. So this is the first question. Once read this question, let ABC be an isosceles triangle in which A is at minus 1 comma 0 and angle A is 2 pi by 3. AB equals to AC, so isosceles AB equals to AC, and B is on the positive x-axis. Okay. If BC equals to 4 root 3 and the line BC intersects the line y equals to x plus 3 at alpha comma beta, then beta power 4 by alpha square is. Okay, yes. Okay, slides are good. Yes. Okay. So once I read this question, how to approach, what is the approach for this question? What is the approach for this question? Once I read this question, everyone. Once I read this question. So they are saying ABC is an isosceles triangle. Okay. ABC is an isosceles triangle. So what is the isosceles triangle in which two sides are equal? A triangle in which two sides are equal is called isosceles triangle. And they are saying A is at minus 1 comma 0. So we'll see the solution for this. So is it clear? I am waiting here. Once tell me if there is any lag so that yes, no lag. Solution. So angle, so A is at minus 1 comma 0. Suppose here if we consider A as minus 1 comma 0. Suppose here if we consider A as minus 1 comma 0. Okay. This is minus 1 comma 0. And what is the next point they're saying? B is on the positive x-axis. So point on positive x-axis. How the point on x-axis will be? Y coordinate will be 0. So A and B are on the same line. Okay. A and B are on the same line. Let us assume B point as x comma 0. Since it is on positive x-axis, y coordinate will be 0. A is minus 1 comma 0. It is already given in the question. A and B lies on the same line. Okay. A and B lies on the same line. And C point here we can take because straight line if you take it will become 90 degrees. But angle A is 2 pi by 3. What is the value of 2 pi by 3? What is the value of 2 pi by 3? 2 pi by 3 will be equals to pi by 3 is 60. So 2 pi by 3 is 120. Okay. So 120 angle we need to make here, which is angle A is 120. So we'll assume this as a C and join BC line. So this is a C and here we have 120 degrees. So if this is 120 and AB equals to AC, they have given AB equals to AC. So AB equals to AC. So now what about these two angles? Sides is angles opposite to the equal sides are equal. So by using that theorem, angles opposite to the equal sides are also equal. So one angle is 120, one angle is 120, and these two angles are equal. So I am taking as a 2x, which is equals to total is 180. So x will be equals to 180 minus 120, 60. So 30 degrees angle C. So angle C is a 30 degree and angle B is also 30 degree. Okay. Yes, angle C is 30 and angle B is also 30. Now, given that BC is a 4 root 3, what is BC? BC is a 4 root 3. Is it okay red pen or shall I change this pen color? Is it okay for red color? Yes, it is clearly visible. So BC side is a 4 root 3 and by using properties of a triangle, yes, okay. So by using properties of a triangle, side opposite to capital A is called small a. So we will use this rule. A by sin A equals to side opposite to capital C is called small c. So small c by sin C. Okay. So why we are using this property? Why we are using this formula? To find length of AB. Okay. To find length of AB, we are using a by sin a equals to c by sin c. So what is the value of small a? Small a is 4 root 3 and the angle a is 120 degrees, so sin 120. C we don't know, C only we need to find, which is side AB. Side opposite to capital C is called a small c. And what about sin C? Sin C is nothing but a C is 30 degree. Okay. From this calculate the value of C. From this calculate the value of C. C is equals to 4 root 3 divided by, what is sin 120? Sin 120 is nothing but sin of 180 minus 60. Sin of 180 minus 60. 120 we can write it as 180 minus 60. So sin of 180 minus theta is nothing but sin theta. So sin 60, which is root 3 divided by 2 into sin 30. Sin 30 is 1 by 2. So here root 3 and root 3 we can cancel. Root 3 and root 3 we can cancel. The 2 and 2 also we can cancel. So C is equals to 1 by 2. It will become reciprocal. C is 4. Okay, C value is 4. Yes. So AB side is 4. We got that information. AB is 4. So I'm drawing a line here. So AB is equals to 4. We got AB as 4. So by using distance between these 2 points, what is the distance between these 2 points? Distance between these 2 points is square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square, which is 0, equals to 4. So here square root, if we cancel, we need to keep a modulus. So modulus of x plus 1 equals to 4. So x plus 1 can be equal to, how to solve this modulus equation? Just remove modulus and put plus or minus. Just remove modulus and put a plus or minus. So x value can be 3 or x value can be minus 4, minus 1, minus 5. So but here in this question they have told b is on positive x-axis. Okay, just remember this point, b is on positive x-axis. Since b is on positive x-axis, this value we can eliminate, 5 value we can eliminate. So what is the value of b? B point is 3 comma 0. Okay, so B point also we got a 3 comma 0. Now to find the equation of BC, what we need to find equation of BC? To find equation of BC, what we need? So point on BC line it is there 3 comma 0. Point on BC line it is there 3 comma 0, and it is x-axis only, right? See, if you closely observe, this is x-axis and the BC line is making angle 30 here. Okay, BC line is making angle 30 here. So what about this angle? What about this angle? Total is 180. Total is 180. So this is 150 angle made by the positive direction of x-axis measured in anti-clockwise direction. Okay, so it is making an angle of 150 degree. BC line is making an angle of 150 degrees with the positive direction of x-axis measured in anti-clockwise direction. Okay, so what is the slope here? Slope we can write it as m equals to tan theta. So which is tan 150. So what is the value of tan 150? Tan 150 is nothing but tan of 180 minus 30. This 150 we can write it as 180 minus 30. So tan of 180 minus theta is in second quadrant. So tan 30, which is minus 1 by root 3. Okay, slope is minus 1 by root 3. So slope also we got, and the point on the BC line it is there. Okay, so minus 1 by 3, 1 by root 3 is the slope, and the point is 3 comma 0. So by using the slope point form, here, y minus y1, which is 0, y minus y1 equals to m into x minus x1. What is the value of x1? It is 3. So this is the equation of BC. This is the equation of BC. This is the equation of BC. And what is the next information given? BC intersects another line. BC intersects another line at alpha comma beta. So what is the one more line? First simplify this line. If we simplify this line, move minus x to the left side, which is x plus root 3y. Okay, x plus root 3y minus 3, minus into minus plus, so again minus 3 equals to 0. This is the equation of BC. This is the equation of BC, and it is intersecting another line which is x minus y plus 3 equals to 0. Point of these two lines, point of intersection of these two lines is nothing but alpha comma beta. Okay, till now it is clear. So audio lag. Okay, 1 second. Yes, now it is. Is it clear now? Yes, okay, it is clear now. So point of intersection of these two lines is point of intersection of these two lines. Point of intersection of these two lines is nothing but alpha comma beta. So find the point of intersection of these two lines. So solve these two lines and find the point of intersection alpha comma beta. Once try to solve these two lines, BC line and another line. Once try to solve BC line and one more line. Okay. Yes. So I'm adding one more slide here for simplification. So I added one more slide. Now we can proceed here. So what are the two equations? One equation is x plus root 3y minus 3 equals to 0. One equation is x plus root 3y minus 3 equals to 0. Now is it clear or any lag in audio? Okay, clear. Yes, one equation is x plus root 3y minus 3 equals to 0. Okay, I will not write right side. So just remember these two equations, x plus root 3y minus 3 equals to 0. X plus root 3y minus 3 equals to 0. And one more line is, what is one more line? X minus y plus 3 equals to 0. X minus y plus 3 equals to 0. So solve these two lines. By using crisscross method, we can solve these two lines. Yes, by using crisscross method, do you know crisscross method? We'll write like this, x, y and 1. So start with the y coefficient, which is root 3, then minus 3, 1 and root 3. Here start with the y coefficient, which is minus 1, 3, 1 and minus 1. Okay, once you check these two lines, whether these two lines are correct or not. X plus root 3y minus 3 equals 0, x plus root 3 s, x minus y plus 3 equals to 0. Yes, both are correct. So solve these two lines by solving these two. X divided by 3 root 3 minus into minus plus, again minus 3 equals to y divided by minus 3 and minus 3 equals to 1 divided by cross multiplication, minus 1 and minus root 3. So what is the value of x? X value is equals to minus of 1 plus root 3 divided by, if you take 3 common, this is a root 3 minus 1. This is the value of x by comparing these two. Okay, by comparing these two, x value is a minus. Okay, 1 second. X value is small mistake here. So x value is take 3 common. If you take 3 common, root 3 minus 1 divided by minus of root 3 plus 1. This is the value of x. Okay. And what is the value of y? Y value will be minus 6 divided by minus of root 3 plus 1. So here minus minus we can cancel. Now what they're asking, so what they're asking now, beta power 4 divided by alpha square. Beta power 4 divided by alpha square. So we need to find, the beta power 4 divided by alpha square. We know that beta value we got and alpha value also we got. So what is the value of beta? Beta value is 6 power 4 divided by root 3 plus 1 whole power 4, and alpha we will write it as a reciprocal. So root 3 plus 1 whole square divided by 3 square, which is okay, write it as 3 square only, and root 3 minus 1 whole square. Now how many times we can cancel here? This 2 times we can cancel, and here 3 square, which is a 9. 6 power 4 we can write it as 6 into 6 and 6 square. Okay, 6 into 6 and 6 square. Okay, 6 into 6. So 3 2 times, which is 4. 6 into 6 square into 4 divided by root 3 plus 1 whole square into root 3 minus 1 whole square. Root 3 plus 1 whole square. What is root 3 plus 1 whole square? Which is nothing but 4 plus 2 root 3. And the root 3 minus 1 whole square is 4 minus 2 root 3. Okay. So 6 square into 4 divided by a plus b into a minus b, which is a square minus b square. So 16 minus 12. So 16 minus 12 is 4. So 4 4 cancel. 6 square, which is 36. So this is the final answer. 36 is the answer for this question. Okay, clear? So let me repeat this question. ABC is an isosceles triangle. So ABC is an isosceles triangle in which AB and AC are equal. B is on positive side of x-axis. BC is 4 root 3, and BC intersects the line y equals to x plus 3 at alpha comma beta. We need to find beta power 4 by alpha square. So BC is intersecting one more line. BC is intersecting one more line. So first find the equation of BC. Okay. So first find the equation of BC by using properties of triangle. A by sin A equals to C by sin A. We will get AB length. After getting AB length, find the point B, and we know slope of BC. By using slope of BC and the point, we can find the equation of BC. So this is equation of BC, and this is given line. By solving these two, we got alpha comma beta. So beta power 4 by alpha square is equals to 36. So what is the final answer? Final answer is 36 for this question. Okay. So clear? Is this clear? Yes, I have taken from Math on Go. Okay. So is it clear? First question is clear. Yes, I hope it is clear. I will end this slideshow. Yes, keep changes. So first question, is it clear? Once let me check how many members are there in live. Yes, 5 members are there in live. Already 23 minutes. So okay. So is there any doubt in first question? Let me know in the chat box if there is any doubt in first question. Okay. This is the first question which we have solved. Final answer is 36. Okay. Any doubts in first question? Let me know in chat box. Yes, no doubts. So shall we move to the next question? Shall we move to the next question of this straight lines? Yes. Tell me in chat box. Second question. Any doubts in first question? Any doubts here in first question? Any doubts? Okay, yes, no doubt. So second question we can move. Second question we can move. So first read second question. Read second question. The portion of the line 4x plus 5y equals to 20 in the first quadrant is trisected by the lines L1 and L2 passing through the origin. Okay, so lines L1 and L2 both are passing through the origin, and the given line is trisected in the first quadrant. So what is the meant by trisection? What is meant by trisection here? Trisection means the line is divided into three equal parts. Okay, the line is divided into three equal parts by L1 and L2, which are passing through the origin. The tangent of an angle between the lines L1 and L2 is a question. Okay, what is the tangent of angle between lines L1 and L2? So let us try to solve this question. First, draw the diagram for this question. This is suppose this is y-axis. This is y-axis, and this is x-axis. Okay, and this is a given line. Suppose this is a given line, and in first quadrant, okay, by using lines L1 and L2, two lines L1 and L2. So this is L1 which is passing through origin, and this is L2 which is also passing through the origin. Okay, this is L1 and this is L2, and this is a given line. So what is a given line? Given line is 4x plus 5y equals to 20. This is a given line. 4x plus 5y equals to 20 is a given line, and the line L1 and L2 are trisecting the given line. So these three are equal parts. These three are equal parts. So the given line is intersecting x-axis at which point? At which point the given line will intersect x-axis? At which point the given line intersect x-axis? Just to tell me the point. This point on x-axis y will be 0, right? On x-axis y will be 0. So if we put y is 0 here, x value will be 5. So this point is 5 comma 0. Okay. On y-axis, on y-axis, on y-axis x will be 0. Okay. On y-axis x will be 0. So if we put x as 0, y value will be 4. So these are the points where the given line is intersecting x-axis and y-axis. The given line is intersecting x-axis at 5 comma 0. Given line is intersecting y-axis at 0 comma 4. Just substitute. On x-axis y will be 0. On y-axis x will be 0. Now if you draw these separately, this is 0 comma 4 and this is 5 comma 0. This is origin. This is 0 comma 4 and 5 comma 0, and point of trisection we need to find out. Okay, already in 10th you are very familiar in finding this point of trisection. Okay, so let us assume this point as a, and let us assume this point as b. So this is a and this is b. So why we have to find these two points a and b? 2 points A and B. Why we have to find these 2 points A and B? Actually, what is the question? They asked tangent of angle between the lines L1 and L2. What is the tangent of the angle between lines L1 and L2? So tangent of the angle means a tan theta only, right? Tangent of the angle means a tan theta. So tan theta formula is m1 minus m2 divided by 1 plus m1 m2. So let us consider slope of L1 as m1 and the slope of L2 as m2. Okay. So by finding slope m1 and m2, we can use the tan theta formula so that we will get a tangent of the angle between these two lines. So first, let us find coordinates of A and coordinates of B. Let us assume this point as x1 comma y1 and this point as x2 comma y2. Okay. So what are the coordinates of A? A is dividing these 2 points in the ratio 2:1. Okay. A is dividing the line joining these 2 points in the ratio 2:1. So m1 x2, m1 x2, which is nothing but 10, m1 x2 plus m2 x1, which is 0, divided by m1 plus m2, 10 by 3. Okay, next m1 y2, which is 0, and m2 y1, which is 4 divided by 3. So this is the point A. And what is the point B? B is dividing, sorry, A is dividing in the ratio 1 is to 2. A is dividing in the ratio 1 is to 2, right? Yes, A is dividing in the ratio 1 is to 2, and B is dividing in the ratio 2 is to 1. Okay. B is dividing the line joining in the ratio 2 is to 1. A is dividing the line joining these 2 points in the ratio 1 is to 2. Okay. 1 is to 2 and 2 is to 1. Clear? A is dividing in the ratio 1 is to 2 and B is dividing in the ratio 2 is to 1. So m1 x2 plus m2 x1. So this is point B. Just change these points. No problem. You can change these points. So just change it to B. And this is A. Okay. So this is A point. Now A point we need to find out which is m1 x2. m1 x2 is 5 and m2 x1 which is 0 divided by m1 plus m2 comma m1 y2 1 into 0 0 m2 y1 which is 8 by 3. So now we got the points A and B. Okay, we got 2 points A and B. Yes, Sai Samhit, hi Kirtan, hi Sai Samhit. So 2 points we got A and B. Until now it is okay. 2 points A and B we got. So we easily we can find slope of L1. 2 points on L1 we have. One is origin and A point is 5 by 3 comma 8 by 3. So this point is 5 by 3 comma 8 by 3 and another point is 0 comma 0. So what is the slope of L1? Slope of L1 is nothing but m1 equals to, let us assume this as x1 comma y1 and this point is x2 comma y2. So y2 minus y1, y2 minus y1 which is 8 by 3 minus 0 divided by x2 minus x1 which is 5 by 3 minus 0. So slope of line L1 is equals to m1 is 8 by 5. So 3 3 cancel. M1 is 8 by 5. And what is M2? Slope of line 2. Second line slope is again y2 minus 5 1 by x2 minus x1 which is 4 by 3 divided by 10 by 3. So this is 4 by 10 nothing but 2 by 5. So M2 is 2 by 5 and M1 is 8 by 5. L1 slope is 8 by 5 and L2 slope is 2 by 5. Now what is the tangent of angle between these two lines? So if shall I write here is okay. So what is the tangent of angle between these two lines? So first of all, formula for tan theta is tan theta equals to modulus of m2 minus m1 divided by 1 plus m1 m2. So now tan theta equals to, what is m2 value? M2 is nothing but 2 by 5 minus m1 is 8 by 5. 2 by 5 minus 8 by 5 divided by 1 plus m1 m2. 8 into 2 is 16 and 5 into 5 is 25. So since here mod is there, 2 minus 8 is 6. 6 by 5, 6 by 5, and this one we can take it as a reciprocal. So 25 by 25 plus 16 which is 41. So now 5 times will be cancelled. 6 into 5 is which is 30 divided by 41. So this is the correct answer. Fourth option is correct. Okay. 30 by 41 is correct. Okay. Any doubts in this question? 30 by 41 is the correct answer for this question. Okay. Option 4. Any doubts in this question? If you have any doubts, just tell me in the comment section. If you don't have any doubts, we will move to the next question. Okay. If you don't have any doubts, so we'll move to the next question. Yes. Shall we move to the next question? So answer for second question is 30 by 41. Tangent of angle between these two they asked. Okay. So second question answer is 30 by 41. If you have any doubts, let okay. If you have any doubts, you can ask me in comment section. Yes, no doubts. So shall we move to the next question? Shall we move to the next question? Yes, we can move to the next question. I'm adding one more slide. So I have taken these PYQs from Math on Go website. Okay, you can go to Math on Go website and you can check. So this is a Math on Go website. So this is the Math on Go website. From here, I have downloaded these PDFs for straight lines of 2024 January shift. So here you can see 2024 January shift straight lines is available. Okay, so all chapters available here, application of derivatives, area under curve, all chapters available. So you can download the straight lines of 2024 January. Okay, if you click download, if you click download PDF, it will be opened like this. From here, you can able to access these straight lines PDF. Okay, all chapters PDFs you can access from this Math on Go website. So I'm also using this Math on Go website for PDFs of these PYQs. Okay, so how many questions we have completed? First two questions we have completed. Coming to the third question. Okay, first let me copy this third question. Let me copy this third question and paste it on another slide. So can you able to see the screen? Yes. So first I'll copy this third question. It will not take much time. Okay. So I copied this question and I will go to our slides. Just paste it here. Okay. So we got our next question. Third question we got here. So can you able to see this question? Third one? Yes. I hope it is clear. I'm saving this file. Okay. So shall we go to the third question? Shall we go to the third question? R be the interior region between the lines 3x minus 5 plus 1 equals to 0 and x plus 2y minus 5 equals to 0 containing the origin. Okay. R be the interior region between these two lines containing the origin. The set of all values of a for which the points a square comma a plus 1 lie in region. Okay. So this is the question. So first try to draw the diagram for these two. Here we solution is okay. Just write solution here. This is suppose this is y-axis and this is x-axis. Okay. Suppose this is y-axis and this is x-axis. Let me draw somewhat left here. So suppose this is y-axis and this is our x-axis. So how to draw the first line? First line is I'm writing here. First line is 3x minus y plus 1 equals to 0. So on x-axis y will be 0, right? On x-axis y will be 0. So x value is minus 1 by 3. So this point it will pass through this point minus 1 by 3 comma 0. On y-axis x will be 0. On y-axis x will be 0, so y equals to 1. On y-axis x will be 0, so y equals to 1. Okay, so it will pass. This is the first line. This is the line 1. Okay, this is the line 1, and one more line is on x-axis y will be 0, so x is 5. This is 5 comma 0 will assume, and on y-axis x will be 0. On y-axis x will be 0. So if you put x as 0, if you put x as 0, y equals to 5 by 2. Y is equals to 5 by 2. So 5 by 2 point will be here. So by joining these two lines, by joining these two lines, L1 and L2. Okay. So this is L2 and this is L1. First of all, this is L1 line and this is L2 line. Clear? So this is L1 line and this is L2 line. R be the interior region between these lines. So this region fully it is R. Inside region, I'll write it with another pen. So this region is R region. This full region between these two lines. Okay. This full region between these two lines is region between these two lines. This yellow region is nothing but this is the region R. Okay. So this is the region R. R be the interior region between the lines containing origin. Containing origin, the set of values of A for which the points a square comma a plus 1 lie inside the region. So origin with respect to L1, origin and the given point lies on the same side. Okay, with respect to L1, origin and the given point lies on the same side of the line L1, and with respect to L2 also, origin and the given point lies on the same side of the L2. So what is the condition if 2 points lie on the same side? What is the condition for 2 points to be on the same side of the line? So condition for these 2 points to be on the same side of the line is just substitute those points. Just substitute origin in line 1 and substitute another point in line 2. What is the condition that 2 points lie on the same side of the line? So 2 points will always lie on the same side of the line if they have same sign. Okay, 2 points lie on the same side of the line if they have same sign. Okay, 2 points lie on the same side if they have same sign. If we substitute origin in L11 and the point in L11, sign should be same. So what is the meant by sign same? Either plus plus or minus minus. Okay. So if we substitute origin, in first line, and if we substitute the given point P, if we substitute the given point P in the first line, both should have same sign, either plus plus or minus minus. Now if we multiply these two signs, if you multiply plus and plus and if you multiply minus and minus, value will be always greater than 0. Okay, just substitute origin in the given line L1 and substitute the point in first line. If you do product of these two, we'll get obviously greater than 0. Now line 1 is this one. So substitute origin. If you substitute origin, 1 will be there here. Since x is 0 and y is 0, 1 will remain into, if you substitute a point here, a square in place of x, a square, so 3a square minus of, in place of y, substitute the given point. In place of y, substitute the given point, which is a plus 1 greater than 0. So what is the condition we got finally? 3a square minus 1 and plus 1 will be cancelled. 3a square minus a greater than 0. So this is the first condition. 3a square minus a is greater than 0. This is the first condition. And coming to the second condition, similarly, Similarly, just substitute origin in line 2 and substitute the given point also in line 2, and the product will be greater than 0. Okay, so simple concept here. If 2 points lie on the same side of the line, okay, if 2 points lie on the same side of the line, if we substitute the points on in the line and if we get the same sign, okay, 2 points lie on the same side if they get the same sign, and 2 points lie on the either side of the line if they get opposite signs. Okay, same side, same sign, or either side different signs. Okay, so if you substitute origin in line 2, if you substitute origin in the line 2 here, this is the line 2. If you substitute origin in line 2, minus 5 we will get. If we substitute the given point in line 2, x is a square plus 2 times of a plus 1, which is 2a plus 2, which is 2a plus 2, okay, and minus 5, which is greater than 0. Okay, is it visible? Yes, is it visible? Yes, it is visible. So minus 5, if you multiply, so if you multiply with the negative quantity, sign of inequality will be reversed. So here 5 also we can remove. So a square plus 2a minus 5 plus 2 is minus 3, and sign of inequality will be reversed. Okay, just multiply with the just divide with minus 5 on both sides. Just divide with minus 5 on both sides. So a square plus 2a minus 3 will be less than 0, and this is a of 3a minus 1 greater than 0. This is a of 3 minus 1 greater than 0, and just solve this a square plus 2a minus 3. What are the factors here? What are the factors here? I'm writing here a square plus 2a, we can write it as 3a minus a and minus 3 less than 0. So a of a minus a plus 3, a of a plus 3 and minus 1 of a plus 3, so a minus 1 less than 0. So a into a square minus a plus 3a plus 2a minus 3 less than 0. Now plot these two on number line. Plot these two conditions on number line. Just plot these two conditions on number line. I am plotting here. Okay, I'm plotting here. So critical point for this is 0 and 1 by 3, right? So critical point is 0, 0 and 1 by 3. Here critical points are minus 3 and 1. So 4 critical points we need to take. 4 critical points we need to take. Minus 3 is one critical point. Minus 3 is one critical point and 1 is another critical point. So A is 0. So here 0 and 1 by 3. 1 by 3 is nothing but 0 point something. So 1 by 3 will come here. Okay. So 0 and 1 by 3. A into 3a minus 1 is greater than 0. Which interval? So greater than 0 means from here to here. From here to here. And minus infinity to 0. So if you see inequalities session, it will be clear for you. Critical point, Lokesh. Critical point. A is one critical point and 1 by 3 is another critical point. Okay, 1 by 3 is another one critical point and A is another critical point. Critical points we will find now while solving inequalities. So greater than 1 by 3 and less than 0. This is one interval and another interval is less than 0. From minus 3 to 1. From minus 3 to 1. This is another interval. Now what is the common region for these two intervals? Common region for these two intervals is from minus 3 to 0 and 1 by 3 to 1. Okay, from minus 3 to 0 and from 1 by 3 to One is the common region which is satisfying both the inequalities. Okay. So basic concept here we have to learn is if 2 points lie on the same side, they'll have same sign. If 2 points lie on the either side of the line, they'll have opposite sign. Okay. So by multiplying plus and plus, we'll get a greater than. By solving these two inequalities, we'll get interval which is -3 to 0 and 1/3 to 1. So which option is correct here? So option is second option, -3 to 0, -3 to 0 union 1/3 to 1. So this is the correct option. Okay. Clear this question? Any doubts in this question? Any doubts in this question? You can ask in comment box. Okay. So third question answer is 2. Answer for third question is 2. We can check here. Yes, these two. So shall we move to the next question, which is the fourth one? Shall we move to the next question, fourth one? I'm just copying that question. Okay. So coming to the fourth question. This is the fourth question. Just I'll copy it and paste it in slide. So one more slide I want here. So this is the fourth question. Once read this question, fourth one. So once read this fourth question. Is there any lag here? Any lag, voice and audio matching or not? Voice and audio matching or not? Okay, audio and this video. Audio and video matching or not? Is it clear? Just tell me in the chat box. I can see here. Yes, clear. So once I read this fourth question, A and B be two finite sets with M and N elements. Okay. A and B be two finite sets with M and N elements respectively. The total number of subsets of set A is 56 more than the total number of subsets of B. Then the distance of the point M comma N from the point -2 comma -3. So here one option is missing, right? So what is the option? Here one option is missing, which is fourth option is 8. Okay. Fourth option is 8. Just write down here. Fourth option is 8. Okay. So fourth option is 8. Okay. First option is 10. Second is 6. Third one is 4. And fourth option is 8. Okay. So have you understood this question? Have you understood this question? A and B be two finite sets. Okay. A is A and B be two finite sets with M elements and N elements. So how many elements are there in set A? How many elements are there in set A? Set A is having M number of elements and set B is having N number of elements. That is the first point. Total number of subsets of A. How many subsets will set A have? So number of subsets formula is 2 power number of elements, right? So number of subsets of A will be 2 power M, and they have given total number of subsets of A. Total number of subsets of A, which are nothing but 2 power M, is 56 more than the total number of subsets of B. So total number of subsets of B will be 2 power N. Total number of subsets of A will be 2 power M. Total number of subsets of B will be 2 power N. And they have given total number of subsets of A is 56 more than the total number of subsets of B. So total number of subsets of A are exceeding total number of subsets of B by 56. Okay, total number of subsets of A are exceeding total number of subsets of B by 56. So this is a given condition. This is a given condition. Okay, A and B be two finite sets. Total number of subsets of set A is 56 more than the total number of subsets of B. Then the distance of the point P of M comma N. So we need to find M comma N. We need to find point P of M comma N. We need to find, and Q already it is given. Okay, Q already it is given. We need to find M comma N values which are satisfying this equation. So how to find M and N values which are satisfying this equation? How to find these values? Just move 2 power n to the left side. Just move 2 power n to the left side. So 2 power m minus 2 power n equals to 56. Okay. Now take any one of the 2 power m or 2 power n common here. Take 2 power m or 2 power n common. I am taking 2 power n common. I am taking 2 power n outside. Okay. If I am taking 2 power n outside, I need to divide here. So 2 power m divided by 2 power n. Okay, understood. 2 power n I am taking common. 2 power n I am taking common. So 2 power m divided by 2 power n, which is nothing but 2 power m minus n and minus 1, which is equals to 56. How to write this 56? 56, can I write it as, first factorize this 56? Factorize this 56. If you factorize 56, 226 times, okay, directly I can write 8 sevens, right? 56 we can write it as 8 into 7. You can find it by using factorization also. First divide with 2, again with 2, again with 2. So finally we can write 56 as 8 into 7. 8 is nothing but 2 cube. 8 is nothing but a 2 cube into 7. We can write it as 2 cube minus 1. Okay. So 2 cube is 8. 7 we can write it as a 2 cube minus 1. Now by comparing on both sides. So by comparing on both sides, what is the value of n? N value is equals to 3 and m minus n value equals to, here n value is 3 and m minus n value is 3. Okay, by comparing on both sides, n value is 3, m minus n value is also 3. So m value will be minus n value is 3, right? So m value will be 6. So we got the point P as, so we got point P as 6 comma 3. So point P is 6 comma 3. Okay, clear? Point P is 6 comma 3 and given point is minus 2 comma minus 3. Now what is the distance between these 2 points? Distance between these 2 points is nothing but a square root of, distance between these 2 points is nothing but square root of x2 minus x1. 6 plus 2, 8 square, 64, and 3 plus 3, 3 plus 3 which is 9, 3 plus 3 which is 6, 6 square is 36. So this is nothing but root 100. So distance between PQ is 10, which is the first option. Okay. So first option is correct. Distance between PQ is 10. Clear this question? Any doubts in this question? Main point is number of subsets of A is exceeding number of subsets of B by 56. That is given. From that condition, we found Mn values. A very easy question. Okay. So this is very easy. Shall we move to the next question? Any doubts in this fourth question? Let me know if you have any doubts in this fourth question. If you don't have any doubts, we can move to the fifth question. Okay. So first, let me add one more slide here, and we'll move to the next question. So answer for fourth question is 10. Yes, no doubts. So we can move to the fifth question without wasting our time. So this is the fifth question. fifth question also I am copying here. Yes, copied, and I am pasting in new slide. Okay. Yes. So is it visible? Fifth question. Let me know in the comment box. Is it visible? Is it visible? Fifth question. Yes. So fifth question is, if the sum of squares of all real values of alpha, sum of squares of all real values of alpha, for which the lines do not form a triangle is P. Okay. Sum of squares of all real values of alpha for which the lines do not form a triangle is P, then the greatest integer less than or equal to P is. What is the greatest integer less than or equal to P? So, what is the condition that the three lines do not form a triangle? Condition for three lines not forming a triangle. What is the condition that the three lines don't form a triangle? When these three lines do not form a triangle, first condition is if they pass through the same point. Okay, if they pass through same point, they cannot form a triangle. Okay, if three lines pass through same point, then they cannot form a triangle. Condition for the three lines passing through a single point is we can call them as concurrent lines. Okay, if three lines are passing through same point, we call them as concurrent lines. If three lines are passing through same point, they are called as concurrent lines, and concurrent lines cannot form a triangle. So area of triangle formed by these three lines is also 0. So what is the condition for concurrent lines? What is the condition for concurrent lines? Condition for concurrent lines is the determinant formed by these three lines is 0. Okay, determinant formed by these three lines is 0. Concurrent lines condition is the determinant formed by these three lines is 0. What is the determinant of these three lines? Write x coefficient and y coefficient minus 1 for first line, and constant is 3. Okay, second line, x coefficient 6, y coefficient is 3, and constant is 1. For third line, x coefficient is alpha and y coefficient is 2, and constant is minus 3. So for concurrent lines, the determinant value will be equals to 0. Okay. So three lines are said to be concurrent lines if determinant is equals to 0. Expand this determinant. Three lines are said to be concurrent if determinant value is equals to 0. So if you expand this determinant, 2 times of 3 into minus 2, which is minus 6, and minus 2, nothing but minus 8, and plus 1 into, so plus minus and plus 1 into 6 into minus 2, which is minus 12, minus alpha, plus 3 times of 12 minus 3 alpha equals to 0. Now this is minus 16, minus 12 minus alpha plus 36 minus 9 alpha equals to 0. So minus alpha minus 9 alpha, which is 10 alpha, I'm moving the right side, equals to 36 minus 16 is 20. 20 minus 12 is 8. So alpha value we got 4 by 5. This is one value of alpha. This is the first condition. Alpha value is 4 by 5. This is the first condition only. Okay. Three lines do not form a triangle if they are concurrent lines. And one more condition, when they will not form a triangle, when three lines will not form triangle, if any two of them are parallel. If any two of them are parallel, we cannot form a triangle. Okay, if any two of them are parallel, we cannot form a triangle. Yes, parallel is correct. Okay, if any two lines are parallel, we cannot form a triangle. So lines should not be parallel. Lines should not be parallel. Okay, no two lines, no two lines are parallel. So no two lines should be parallel. So no two lines should be parallel means slopes are not equal. Slopes are not equal. So slopes are not equal. For parallel lines, slopes are equal, right? For parallel lines, slopes are equal. But these three lines either okay. No two lines of these three lines are parallel. So slope of first line m1 equals to slope of first line is minus a by b. Slope of first line is minus a by b. So minus 2 by minus 1, which is 2. And the slope of second line is, what is the slope of second line? Minus a by b minus 6 by 3, which is minus 2. Minus a by b is the slope of line formula. So minus 6 by 3, which is minus 2. And the slope of third line is minus a by b. So minus alpha by 2. Slope of third line is minus alpha by 2. And no two lines are parallel. No two lines are parallel. So by using these two conditions, minus alpha by 2 should not be equals to 2. Okay, by using m1 and m3, by using m1 and m3, minus alpha by 2 should not be equals to 2. So alpha should not be equals to minus 4. Okay, alpha should not be equals to minus 4. And one more condition is minus alpha by 2 should not be equals to minus 2. So minus minus you can cancel, and alpha should not be equals to 4. Okay. So if alpha equals to 4 by 5, if alpha equals to 4 by 5, these lines will become concurrent lines. If alpha equals to 4 by 5, these lines will become concurrent lines. So we cannot form a triangle. And if any two lines are parallel, then also we cannot form a triangle. So what are the values of alpha we got here? Actually, question is if sum of squares of all real values of alpha for which these three lines do not form a triangle is p. So p is equals to. So here I am saying alpha not equals to minus 4. What will happen if alpha equals to minus 4? If alpha equals to minus 4, they will form a triangle. If alpha equals to minus 4, they will form a triangle. But condition is they should not form a triangle. So these two values also we need to consider. Okay. Condition is they should not form a triangle, and if alpha equals to minus 4 or alpha equals to 4, they may form a triangle. So these values also we have to consider. So this is alpha 1, alpha 2 and alpha 3. So what is the value of p? P is the sum of squares of all these real values of alpha. So square of alpha 1 is 16 by 25, and square of 4 is 16, minus 4 is 16, and the square of 4 is also 16. So this is the value of p. This is the value of p. Now they are asking greatest integer less than or equals to p. Step of p we need to find. So step of p we need to find. This is nothing but a step of 16 by 25 plus 16 plus 16, which is 32. So here integer we can bring outside of the step. Here we can bring integer outside of the step, which is 32. And step of 16 by 25 is nothing but, what is the step of 16 by 25? Which is, what is the greatest integer less than or equal to this one? This is 0. Okay, 32. And the step of 16 by 25 is nothing but step of 16 by 25 will be 0. So final answer for this question is 32. Okay, 32 is the final answer for this question. Okay, clear? So basically 16 by 25 is nothing but 32 point something. 32 point something we can write here. So step of 32 point something is nothing but 32. Okay, clear now? Is there any doubts till now? Till now, if you have any doubts, you can ask me in the comment section so that I can answer your doubts. Till now, if you have any doubts, ask in comment section. Okay. So final answer for this question is 32. So three lines will not form a triangle if they are congruent lines, and no two lines are parallel. Finally, we got three values of alpha. Sum of the squares of all values of alpha is p. So greatest integer of p is 32. Clear? If you have any doubts, just ask me in comment section. Otherwise, we can move to the next question. Okay? Can move to the next question. Alpha should be equal to 4 and minus 4 so that they are parallel, and don't for yes. Yes. Slopes are not equal. I'm saying slopes are not equal. Alpha should not be equals to minus 4. Okay. If alpha equals to 4, they will form a triangle. So we can take these values of alpha. Understood? If, see, I'm saving this. If alpha value equals to minus 4, if alpha value equals to minus 4, here, if alpha value equals to minus 4, slopes will be equal. Slopes are equal means lines are parallel. Okay. Slopes are equal means lines are parallel, and no two lines should be parallel to form a triangle. Okay, do not form a triangle, right? So alpha values can be 4 and minus 4. Yes. Okay. This is actually contradiction. I am assuming if slopes are equal, lines are parallel. If slopes are not equal, lines are not parallel. I am taking not equals to condition, so that only I got alpha values, two more values for alpha. Okay, this is actually contradictory way for finding values of alpha. Okay, any doubts? So let me add one more slide here so that we can move to the next question. Yes, okay. So 5 questions completed, right? And if you see time here, yeah, just 1 or 10 minutes, 1 or 12 minutes completed. Okay. So coming to the next question, which is the sixth one. So sixth question. Sixth question. Let me copy this sixth question and paste it on slide. Okay. So 5 questions we have completed. Now coming to the sixth question. Yes, sixth question also I have pasted here. Yes. So till now, if you have any doubts in these past 5 questions, you can ask me in comment section. And once I read sixth question, once I read this question so that we can start this one. In a triangle ABC, suppose y equals to x is the equation of a bisector of angle B. Okay. And the equation of side AC is 2x minus y equals to 2. Okay. If 2 times of AB equals to BC, and the point A and B are respectively 4 comma 6 and alpha comma beta. Okay, A point and B point are given. We need to find alpha plus 2 beta. Okay, so once again read the question. Triangle ABC, y equals to x is the equation of angle bisector. The bisector of angle B. So draw the diagram here. If you draw the diagram here, triangle ABC is there. This is a triangle ABC. So point A is given as 4 comma 6. Point A is 4 comma 6, and y equals to x is the angle bisector of B. So this is the angle bisector of B. Y equals to x. and B point is alpha comma beta. B point is alpha comma beta, but it is lying on the line y equals to x. B point is alpha comma beta, but it is lying on line y equals to x. So both coordinates are equal. We can take it as alpha comma alpha. Okay. B point they have given as alpha comma beta, but since it is lying on y equals to x, we can take both coordinates as alpha and alpha. Okay. So both coordinates are alpha and alpha. If this is angle bisector, if this is angle bisector, what is the condition for angle bisector? By using angle bisector theorem, suppose this point if we assume as a D, suppose this point if we assume as D, by using angle bisector theorem, AB is to AC, sorry, AB is to BC. Okay, angle bisector will divide opposite side in the ratio of remaining two sides. Okay, angular bisector will divide opposite side into ratio of the remaining two sides. Remaining two sides are AB and BC. Remaining two sides are AB and BC. So angle bisector will divide opposite side, which is AC. It will divide into AD and DC. Okay, AD and DC. Clear? This is angle bisector theorem. So this is angle bisector theorem. So angle bisector theorem states that angle bisector will divide opposite side in the ratio of remaining two sides, which are AB and BC. So AB is to BC equals to AD is to DC. But AB is to BC is given. What is AB is to BC from the given question? AB is to BC. From the given question, AB is to BC equals to 1 is to 2. So AB by BC is 1 is to 2. So can I write AD upon DC? AD upon DC is 1 by 2. AD upon DC is 1 by 2. So D is dividing the line joining AC in the ratio. Okay. D is dividing the line joining AC. D is dividing the line joining AC in the ratio 1 is to 2. D is dividing the line joining AC in the ratio 1 is to 2. So point A is 4 comma 6. Point A is 4 comma 6, and what about point C? What about point C? First of all, tell me what is point D? D point is what is the point D? Point D is nothing but a point of intersection of y equals to x line and equation of AC. AC equation is given. AC equation is given, which is nothing but y equals to 2x minus 2. Okay, equation of AC is y equals to 2x minus 2 and y equals to x line. Solve these two lines. Once you solve these two lines, so 2x minus 2 will be equals to x value equals to 2. If x value is 2, y value will be y value also 2 only. So D point is 2 comma 2. Okay, D point is 2 comma 2. If you assume this point as x2 comma y2, assume this point as x2 comma y2. Now by using section formula, 2 comma 2 will be equals to m1 x2 plus m2 x1, m1 x2 plus m2 x1 divided by m1 plus m2 comma m1 y2 plus m2 y1. M2 y1 is 12 divided by 3. So C point we got. What is the point of C? What is the C point? 3 into 2, 6. X plus x2 plus 8 equals to 6. X2 equals to 6 minus 8, which is minus 2 comma 3 into 2 is 6, and C point is minus 2 comma minus 6. Okay, so C point is minus 2 comma minus 6. We got a C point as a minus 2 comma minus 6. Okay, C point is minus 2 comma minus 6. Now again one more condition we have here, one more condition. This point is 4 comma 6. Okay, A point is 4 comma 6 and image of this 4 comma 6 will fall on BC. Image of this 4 comma 6 will fall on BC with respect to angle bisector. Okay, actually this is also a note point. Vertex okay, vertex image will fall on the another side with respect to the angle bisector. Okay, so image of A will fall on the side BC with respect to the line y equals to x. Okay, clear? With respect to y equals to x, image of A will fall on equation BC. So A dash will be equals to what is the image of a 4 comma 6 with respect to y equals to x? Just interchange x and y coordinates. So A dash is 6 comma 4. Okay, so A dash is 6 comma 4. So what will happen means image of a 4 comma 6 with respect to y equals to x will be 6 comma 4. Okay, image of 2 comma 3 with respect to y equals to x will be image of 2 comma 3 with respect to y equals to x line will be just to change x coordinate and y coordinate. Okay, just to change x coordinate and y coordinate, it will be 3 comma 2. Similarly, image of a 4 comma 6 with respect to y equals to line will be 6 comma 4. Now A dash is also on BC, B is also on BC and C is also on BC. Now can I say slope of can I say like this, slope of BA dash, slope of BA dash and slope of CA dash both are equal? Can I say this one? Can I say slope of BA dash and the slope of CA dash both are equal? Yes, because 3 points lying on the same line now. Because B point, A dash point and C point, 3 points lying on the same side, same line. Since 3 points lying on the same line, throughout this line slope will be equal. Okay, throughout this line slope will be equal. So throughout this line slope will be equal. So slope of B A dash will be slope of B A dash will be y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1 and slope of CA dash will be y2 minus y1, which is 4 plus 6 10 divided by x2 minus x1, which is 8. So this is nothing but 5 times 4 times. Now 4 times of in place of this beta we can write alpha, right? In place of this beta we can write alpha, no problem. So 4 alpha minus 16 equals to 5 times of alpha minus 30. Now 5 alpha minus 4 alpha, which is alpha, and 30 minus 16 is 14. Okay, so alpha value we got it as 14. Alpha value we got it as 14. Now what they are asking, alpha plus 2 beta. Alpha plus 2 beta value we need to find. So which is nothing but alpha plus 2 alpha, which is 3 times of alpha. 3 times alpha, alpha is 42. So correct option is 42 for this question. 42 is the correct answer for this question. If you have any doubts, please ask in chat box. I'll reply. If till now, if you have any doubts, you can ask me in the chat box so that I can clear your doubts. Okay. So angle bisector theorem was applied in this question. Angle bisector theorem was applied in this question. Clear? Sixth question. Any doubts in sixth one? Any doubts in sixth one? Is there any lag? Clear? So coming to the next question, which is the seventh one. 1 hour 25 minutes completed, right? Okay, no problem. Coming to the seventh question. 5 comma a by 4 will be the circumcenter. So this is the seventh question. Easy only. So just tell me if you have any doubts till now. Yes, clear, clear. Yes, okay. So seventh question, let me copy this seventh question and paste it in another slide. Once read this seventh question, everyone. It is visible, right? Once read this seventh question, I'm pasting here. So once read this seventh question, these questions I'm taking from Math and Go website. Okay, these questions fully you will get a PDF from Math and Go website. You can check there. Solutions, if you cannot understand, just tell me in the chat box. I'm ready to reply. Okay, so coming to the seventh question. Once read the question, just I'll adjust this one. Okay, just read seventh question. 5 comma a by 4 be the circumcenter of a triangle with vertices a comma minus 2, a comma 6 and a by 4 comma minus 2. Okay. Yes, let alpha denote the circumradius, beta denote the area and gamma denote the perimeter of the triangle, then alpha plus beta plus gamma value. So easy question, just draw the diagram. Simple question only, just draw the diagram here. A value, B value and C values are given. See, if you observe these 3 points A, B, C, if you see these 3 points, here AB points x coordinate is same. For AB points, x coordinate is the same. And for AC points, y coordinate is the same. For AB points, x coordinate is the same. Okay. For AB points, for A point and B point, x coordinate is the same. And for A point and C point, for A point and C point, y coordinate is the same, right? For A point and C point, y coordinate is the same. So what is the use of this? What is the use of this? Equation of line parallel to x-axis will be, equation of line parallel to x-axis will be pi equals to constant. So AC will be parallel to x-axis. Okay, since here y is minus 2 and here also y is minus 2, AC will be parallel to x-axis. And what about AB points? AB points, what about the points AB? Here x coordinate is the same. Equation of line parallel to y-axis will be, equation of line parallel to y-axis will be x equals to constant. So if you see the diagram here, this is AB. Okay, this is A value and this is B value. AC line will be parallel to x-axis. This is AC line. So this is triangle ABC. So what type of triangle it is? This is what type of triangle? This is a right angle triangle. Okay, this is a given triangle is right angle triangle with a comma minus 2 and C is a by 4 comma minus 2. So a by 4 will be left side. Okay, just move this C to the here, just move this C here left side. Okay, draw diagram like this. So this is AB, this is A and this is B, and C will be left side of A because A by 4, right? Okay, A by 4 will be left side of A. So this is a triangle ABC. This is a triangle ABC with the A as a comma minus 2 and C as a by 4 comma minus 2 and b as a comma 6. So equation of line parallel to x-axis is y equals to constant. Equation of line parallel to y-axis is x equals to constant. So this is a right angle triangle. Right angle triangle, and 5 comma a by 4 is the circumcenter of the triangle. Okay. So 5 comma a by 4 is the circumcenter of the triangle. We know that in right angle triangle, circumcenter will be circumcenter will be equals to midpoint of hypotenuse. Okay, midpoint of hypotenuse will always be circumcenter in case of right angle triangle. So this is a special case. Midpoint of hypotenuse will always be circumcenter. Okay, midpoint of a hypotenuse will always be circumcenter. So circumcenter given as 5 comma a by 4. Circumcenter is given as 5 comma a by 4 in the question. And from this triangle, what is the midpoint of side BC? Midpoint of side BC is a plus a by 4 divided by 2 comma 6 minus 2, which is 4 by 2. So by comparing both sides, both the points, by comparing both the points, a by 4 equals to 2. So a equals to 8 we got. Okay, clear? So first of all, from the given points, we observed it is a right angle triangle. In case of right angle triangle, circumcenter is the midpoint of the hypotenuse. So circumcenter is the midpoint of the hypotenuse. By comparing y coordinates, we got a value as 8. A value as 8. Now, what is the next step of the question? Next step of the question is alpha denote circumradius. Alpha is nothing but circumradius. Circumradius is nothing but the radius of the circle, which is circumscribing triangle ABC. Radius of the circle, which is circumscribing a triangle ABC. So now this is a circumcenter. Circumcenter of the triangle is nothing but 5 comma. So with S we will denote the circumcenter. Okay, with S we can denote circumcenter. With S we will denote this circumcenter. So circumcenter S equals to 5 comma 8 by 4, which is 2. So this is circumcenter. From circumcenter to any point ABC. From circumcenter to any point A, B, C. If you measure distance, you will get a circumradius of this circle. Okay. From circumcenter to any point, I am considering B point, which is 8 comma 6. So what is the distance SB? Alpha is nothing but the distance SB. Okay, alpha is nothing but a distance SB. So what is the distance SB here? Distance SB is nothing but a square root of distance SB is nothing but square root of x2 minus x1, 8 minus 5, which is the 3 square 9, 6 minus 2 is 4, 4 square is 16. So alpha value is equals to square root of 25, which is 5. Okay. Yes. So alpha is 5, which is circumradius. Beta denote area. What is the area of right angle triangle? What is the area of this right angle triangle? Half into base into height. So half into, what is the base here? Base, this point is 8 comma minus 2, and this point is 8 by 4, which is 2 comma minus 2. So what is the distance from 2 to 8? From 2 to 8 in coordinate geometry, if we see, from 2 to 8, 6 will be the distance. So half into base distance will be 6. Base is 6. And what is the height here? Height is, this is 8 comma 6 and this is 8 comma 2. From minus 2 to 6. From minus 2 to 6. What is the height from minus 2 to 6? 0 to 6, 6 units, and from 0 to minus 2, 2 units. So total 8 units is the height. Okay. So base is 6 units, height is from minus 2 to 6. From minus 2 to 6, 8 units will be there. So here 2 3 times 3 8s 24. So beta equals to 24. Beta is nothing but area. Beta is nothing but area of the triangle. Alpha is the circumradius. And what is the gamma? Gamma is perimeter of the triangle. So perimeter of the triangle. What is the perimeter of the triangle? First of all, base. What is the base? Base is 6, and this height is 8. What about hypotenuse? What about hypotenuse? We know that circumradius is 5. Circumradius is 5, and hypotenuse is nothing but diameter, which is 5 plus 5, which is 10. So 10 plus 8, 18, and 6, which is 24. Now, now we need to find out the value of alpha plus beta plus gamma. So value of alpha plus beta plus gamma is 24 plus 24, which is 48, and 5. 48 plus 5 is 53. So second option is correct for this question. Any doubts till now? Till now, any doubts in this question? So 7 questions we have completed so far. So far 7 questions we have completed in this session. So time is 1 hour 35 minutes. So a lot of time it is taking. Okay, so okay, you can spend this much of time in PYQ because each and every point clearly here I am explaining along with the concept. Okay, along with the concept, each and every point here I am explaining so that you can spend some time. So 7 questions only we can able to discuss in this session. So already it's 10:20 p.m. So that's it for today, guys. Remain PYQ so we can see in this session. Okay, that's it for today. Remaining PYQs we can see in the next session. Tomorrow we can see. Okay. So till now, if you have any doubts, you can ask me in the chat box. So till now, if you have any doubts, you can ask me in the chat box. From first slide, we will see now. So straight lines we have started today. Straight lines we have started today, and first slide is this question. So first question, 2 slides. Next one, second question. Third one, fourth one, fifth question, sixth one, and the seventh one. So till now, if you have any doubts, you can ask me in chat box. If you don't have any doubts, we'll wind up this session here. Okay. So shall we wind up this session here? Straight line, this straight lines PYQ. Okay. Shall we wind up this session? Yes. Any doubts? You can ask me. If you don't have any doubts, I'll wind up this session. Yes. Okay. Okay. Bye. Bye. Bye, guys. Good night. Good night, everyone. Thanks for being here. Good night. Good night, everyone. I'm ending this slideshow. Good night, guys. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night. Bye. Bye. Bye, everyone. Bye. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night, guys. Good night.